Today I'm going to show you how to reinstall a blade, CFRT, and this goes for any CFRT that we make back onto a shaft. So first of all, we have our gel magic with the applicating tip. You'll need a caulking gun, gloves, paper towel. Blade already comes with a groove inside to help hold better. You also received a shrink tube and a plug. So the first thing we want to do is put our plug inside to keep any water from getting inside the blade, which also prevents from water getting in the shaft. Secondly, take your applicator tip. There's several notches on here depending on how much you want to come out at once. I prefer the almost last one. Unscrew, then remove your plug. Attach your application, load into the caulking gun, and put your fitting back on. Make sure it's nice and tight so you don't get no leakage. Then, if you're reinstalling a blade, you want to make sure that your blade fits nice and clean. If it doesn't, you'll have to use sandpaper to remove any old epoxy or magic gel from it so it does fit. Then we're going to make sure we put our shrink tube back on before we apply the blade, especially if you have a rope wrap on it. You'll fight it all the way through if you don't. And we're gonna put our gloves on, then we're gonna grab our blade, and we're gonna make a nice clean bead all the way around on the inside. So it should look like that. If you have that done, grab your shaft, and we're gonna apply it. And I like to do lines up and down, just like so. And then use your hand and just smooth it out so it covers completely around, just like so. Remove your glove, take your blade, apply it on. As you're doing it, spin it, just to make sure that you got your gel all around so it's nice, clean, and sealed. Any gappage can result in water getting inside. We want to make sure that it's nice and covered. Grab a piece of paper towel, and we're going to fold it a few times, like so. Run it around so you have a nice contour from the shaft to the blade, making sure there is no air pockets or bubbling. If so, go ahead and go around it a few more times. That means that there's air in there and you want to make sure that it's out. The cleaner and the mower that you have on here is going to make sure that it doesn't fail again. Once you have that done, remove your tape, and you successfully install the blade. You want to sit it, don't touch it for 8 to 12 hours in room temperature. Hotter is okay, it'll dry faster, but I don't suggest using it for at least 12 hours. And then once it's dry, you can bring your shrink tube down, and you can use a hair dryer, anything that produces heat, and you just want to rotate it as you're heating it up, and it'll shrink around that, which is also a double protection.